know the saying that you never really know what someone is going through. You see them every day, but you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, within the next few minutes, we're going to talk about talking and the importance of collaborative dialogue, because it really is a fascinating topic for you to understand. We'd like to introduce to you this afternoon, this is Michelle Ennis. She's the Executive Director of Tri-Community Mediation in Salisbury. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, if I understand this correctly, basically what you do is you take the lead in tough conversations.
We do, and it's, I need to say we, because we're fortunate to have a team of mediators. We recruit and professionally train volunteers from the community to serve as mediators. They go through rigorous training and apprenticeship, and then we offer it at no cost. And it can be facilitating community dialogues where we're really just working on supporting collaborative communication. It can be a mediation where folks are coming up with a plan where there needs to be collaborative decision making. And that can be proactive. I mean, if we wanted to open the groovy coffee shop bookstore and we were thinking through the business plan together, we would have access to that to think through that plan. It could be folks had kids together and it didn't work out for them as a couple, but they still have to figure out birthdays and field trips. Or some of our remarkable work, I will say, we've had criminal justice researchers track our work. We offer mediation prior to release from correctional facilities with folks from the outside, and a 1-2 hour session where we don't give advice, we don't decide who's right or who's wrong, but we listen deeply and support the conversation and let the people involved develop the plan. Reduces the predicted probability of recidivism by 10% and each additional session by 7%. So it's a 24% reduction in recidivism with 3 sessions.
That's amazing.
That's
okay,
terrific.
so one project you recently worked on was with a community and on a race talk. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so one of the things that we do is commit to being responsive to the community areas of need, and good old social media. Facebook providing job security for us, and there were conversations, there were posts, and there was great misunderstanding, and some people took an initiative wanting to have a more broad conversation, and so we became a part of that team, and we're now about to begin Group 6 for community conversations on race. And so the ultimate kind of way it landed is the format is 20 people, phenomenally diverse group of people who potentially wouldn't necessarily be sitting in the room together, definitely not intentionally having a conversation about race, coming together for 10 2.5-hour sessions about every 3 weeks. So we only set the first date and location. We explain all of that to people. They come. We work at creating safe space to risk, open up, talk, and then together people pull out their calendars and talk even about picking the next date. And it has been...
What is it like to see people finally start to understand each other? That's got to be some kind of payoff for you.
I work a lot of hours, and I am a mama to a tribe. And I have to say, even on the nights when I'm coming out really late from those meetings, I am in just humbled awe.
It's worth it.
People are amazing.
Yeah.
And there's a level of hope that I think there's a lot going on. There's a lot of contention. I think there are people who believe that we are further apart than we've ever been, and assuredly we see demonstrations of that consistently and expressions of that. And it's pretty amazing to watch people. Relationships matter.
Right.
Relationships matter. And if we can have real dialogue and have a sense of understanding and come out of that polarization, there's hope.
Michelle, we could talk about this all day, but we only have a couple more seconds. Real quickly, just tell me, how can the community get involved with Tri-Community Mediation?
Give us a call, stop by. Our number is 410-548-7174. We actually are creating the final list for Group 6, so if anyone's interested in being a part of the community conversation on race, and we always have a list of people who are interested in becoming volunteer mediators.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank
you.
Thanks.
Wonderful talking
Thank
to you.
you.
Talking is always good communication.
Yes. That's
Michelle
amazing.
Ennis, the Executive Director of Tri-Community Mediation in Salisbury.